So let's take it one problem at a time. If we band together, there's no mountain we won't climb. So gather round the fire, my friends, and sing another line. Let's celebrate together till we all run out of rhymes. And it goes faster. It goes faster. So let's take it one problem at a time. If we band together, there's no mountain we won't climb. So gather round the farm, my friends, and sing another line. Let's celebrate together till we all run out of rhymes. Picked up an accent partway through that. I've got some leftovers from yesterday morning. Vampire337 asks, 2,000 points per stream? No, I just tried to donate again while standing in a creek in my backyard, and I cannot donate a second time. Myth busted. Okay, alright, look you. Cheeky. It's 2,000 points per Twitch live stream. Do we need to get that granular about it? Apparently we do. I appreciate the joke. Dota 2 Norax, culinary advices from Mars. When cooking, don't use the highest setting because you assume it will save you time. It will save you time, but at what cost? The cost is burning. Keith G. Question. I am new to the Parties tab. I do not have any core set up. It seems to me that you do not get gems for the non-main showing on screen group. Is that correct? You don't have any core set up. It seems to me that you do not get gems for the... Oh, no, you still get gems. You still get your rewards. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point of having background parties? Yeah, you still get stuff. You're just not going to see, like, bags of gems flying across the screen, because it's happening in the background. Oh, Bearthrine, my last 2K. Boah! Well, thanks for spending it here, buddy. Appreciate that. And you're also the first person to say anything in chat. Welcome to your doom. You're not doomed. Don't worry, you're fine. For now. Sorry, I don't know how that guy keeps getting in here. I live here. No, you don't. I unlive here. I'm a spooky skeleton man. Sure, whatever. Get out of here. This is my show. Fine. Hello, Mario Punch. Hello, Batorin. Hello, Rajuvi. Hello, TG Nubus. Hello, Luga. Hello, Skulldrock. What's the Simral Community Challenge you just got here? Well, I'll tell you, Skulldrock. It's a whole week-long thing. We actually have a command for it. ! Challenge should explain the whole thing. But to say it out loud, if you donate up to 2,000 channel points per show, like you can donate up to 2,000, you can do less than that, but per show that we have this week, you can donate up to 2,000 points. And if we reach 14 million points by the end of the week, then everyone will get a gold Lucius chest, a gold Krull chest, and a gold Yorvin chest. It's pretty fly. Alright, let's go. Greetings, champions, and welcome to Mars, Guide in Hand, yar. I am Mars, I don't know why I'm doing a pirate voice, and this be Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a free-to-play, officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons video game from Codename Entertainment. On this daily show, we take a look at the latest content, discuss strategies, and answer any questions that you may have about the game. So get cozy, grab a drink or snack, and join me for a couple of hours as we talk about all things Idle Champions. Today is Wednesday, a beautiful Wednesday morning, December 15th, 2021, and on this 97th episode, we're going to be talking about, the Turtle. I really want to, dive into Kroll. I want to focus on Kroll a bit on today's show, because Kroll is a very, very important part of the current Simral event. I would say probably the most popular champion of the three, most popularly used, is Kroll. So I think that we should go over Kroll just like it was Kroll's debut. So let's talk about Kroll and answer questions and do whatever we feel like, really. Now, my main game is just doing Mad Wizard free plays. How many on loop has it done now? 23 to 530 on loop? Yeah, Kroll Retirement Party, there we go. That's a good one, TG Nubis. So, tell you what, I still have some free plays I'd like to do, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. And I will jump over to the Simral event. There we are. Fight completed. I still have one discount Kroll free play to do. Make that a deep push. That'd be good. Yeah. Reaver, that's correct. I am going to talk more about the new champion this afternoon. I'm betting you can guess what the afternoon's chess code is going to be, but it hasn't been made yet. So even if you can figure it out, it's not going to work yet. It's not going to work yet. You can't do it. Da, 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 da. Alright, so let's just set up my speed team. Ugh, that's a bad looking team there. Alright, let's just do boss wants speed, and I'll take Mind and Body for now, and we'll take Echo's Will. Oh, I need to turn off my area goal. There we go. Shandy, Ranger Training. I feel a sneeze coming on, and I'm going to try to resist it. Oh, that's difficult. A little bit sniffly. Forgive me. Joe Mallow can't stay long. She's going to drop some points and I'm off. Okay. Hey, that's cool. I get it. I totally understand. Totally understand. Oh, helping me today is Jay, by the way. Not Martin today. We've got Jay in the hot seat. In the mod seat, in the hot mod seat. So Jay will be catching your questions, putting them into the document for me, so that I can get to them when I can get to them. Yeah. So right now I'm just putting together a little speed team, a little bit of gold find in here too, just so we can get into high levels, and then from there I will put together a formation using Kroll. Tell you what though, let's make it interesting. I'm not going to make it a poll, so let's just say for all you early birds who are here so quickly, in the top of the morning, as Tron put it. I'm going to be using a like Kroll themed formation on this run, I think, and I'd like your help in deciding what that's going to be. Should I make it something like a Simral theme? So like we're using all 5 of the Simral champions, or should we make it like a Dark Order theme? So we have to use Kroll and Torgar and Archon, or should we do something else? What would you guys like to see? I'm gonna make it. It's got to have Kroll, but otherwise, what would you like to see me turn this formation into? I'm seeing a lot of love for Evil and Dark Order. You can't stand unused bonuses. Yeah, it is tough playing Kroll, knowing that Kroll has specific like Evil and Archon buffs, and you're not using Evil or Archon. It bothers me too. Rosie? That's funny. But I'm seeing a lot of love for Evils. Alright, I think that's what I'll do then. When we get deeper into this run, I will make this a full Evil team. Or at least, like, no goods. Do we have an Evil healer, Cruciferous Kale? We do! Sisaspia in slot 1, Circle of the Spores Druid, is an Evil-aligned healer. Yeah. Batorum asks Evil, healer, full forward healers and no damage. Is it possible to advance beyond 200? Oh yeah, for sure. I feel confident that if I ran Sisaspia DPS, I could get like 400 plus. Just because my champions are that strong, no matter like who I put in for supporting her, even if it's nothing but healers, we're probably going to get pretty deep. And Sisaspia, weirdly, is one of our secret DPS characters because she has a lot of self-damage increases. It's bizarre. Alright, so I'm going to just let this party run for a while. We'll check back up on them later. Let's switch over to... Let's see if this works. Bloop, bloop. Yeah! I figured out a faster way of switching between my 2 games. It took me like 2 or 3 seconds before, and now I can do it like instantly. It's much better. Oops, all clerics? Do we have enough clerics to do that? I wonder. We might. Let's see. There's Sisaspia and Orkira in 1. No, not Sisaspia, just Orkira. Yeah. And Turiel. In 2, Celeste. Strong. 3. No. 4. No. 5? I think Helix a cleric bard without checking. Kroll's a cleric. Not 7. Not 8. 9. Yeah, so at the very least we can't do a full cleric formation. Oh yeah, Omen's a cleric in 3. Yeah, you're right, you're right. I was looking at the swaps and not the person that I had, like, actually in the slot already. Today's tea, by the way, is vanilla chai from Bigelow brand teas. I'm trying to get through a lot of my old teas. Just out with the old, in with the new, so that when we're going into 2022, I can use all those fancy new loose leaves that I picked up from Friday afternoon. At this point, I just do like a yearly order from Friday, and then just use all of those throughout the year. It's great. I love doing that. Alright, so I did my leftovers from yesterday. Let's get started with today. So that was today's tea. Chat, if you've got tea going on, you know, I want to make this a more regular thing. I always say in the intro, you know, grab a drink or a snack. I want to know, like, what What are you guys drinking on, snacking on? Tell me in chat, I'm curious. Jay, if you ever feel like catching any interesting ones to put them in the document, please feel free, but no pressure. Water, best drink. Hey, yes, I always have a backup water cup. Always. TG Nubis, green tea and a granola bar. Nice! It's a good way to start the day. I started my day with just toast, just a buttered toast. A Dark Affair coffee. That is quite a name. We're going to open up some chests on this. Kroll has been an absolute game changer for pushing. I've been doing Kroll free plays to push on the event for my new account. By the way, this is my my vanilla casual low percent new game minus minimal assistance restart account. That's what we're calling it for now. Because I like all of the names that chat suggested yesterday. We're gonna open up some chests. Jasmine tea and vanilla tea. Ooh, you're double mugging it today, Dance Lover. Nice. Black coffee, never a snack between breakfast and lunch. Boring. Hey, it might be boring, but if that's what your comfort is, Star, that's cool. I respect it. Best coffee I've ever had? McCafe? Medium roast fresh beans? McDonald's? Seriously? Whoa, that's wild. You know, it's what's wild to me is like I remember a conversation while walking with Sean and Nick and others from C&E when I was at Extra Life. We went to Tim Hortons, and apparently like their coffee is bad now, but it used to be really good, and it's because like Burger King bought them out and changed everything. But apparently McDonald's does coffee now the way that Tim Hortons used to, so if you actually want a good cup of coffee, you go to McDonald's. So it's not the first time that I've heard McDonald's actually has good coffee. Maybe I'll try that out sometime. Interesting. Interesting. maybe I'll hit up Mickey D's for lunch today. Onyx Squared has a comment. Comments are also fine. I can't guarantee that Jay will catch everything, will catch all of the comments, but, you know, occasionally, when they are worthy. Baleful gaze will devour the world at the end of days. Dim on down the sibilant beast, the whole multiverse will be their feast. Demogorgon, Prince of the Abyss. Onyx Squared's comment is, thanks, Mars and all the people in the room yesterday who had me revisit that trick with Havilar from Mad Wizard Farming. It's been working like a charm on Epic. Nice! Okay, so Onyx says that the times 100 level up trick for Havilar imps actually does work on Epic after trying it again. So, hey, give it a shot. K Malsum, is 531 where your click damage ends? It is the increment of either 30 or 80 where my click damage falls off. Like, it could actually go a bit further, but for Mad Wizard, you're supposed to, like, chop it down to the previous 30 or 80, whatever's closest. I had it going at 580 for a while, but then I took a hit to my Torm's favor because of Legendary Forging. So I've got to work it back up again to get back up to that 580. The Tauren X2, what in the name of Jesus is the second challenge mission of Yorvin? 99% gold reduction? Please tell me my 1.6T% gold from tokens take the sales out of that reduction. Yeah, so 99% gold reduction is really just going to be basically like one order of magnitude less. So, like, I have 1.08 EO6. 99% reduction would take that down to like 1.09 EO5. So It really doesn't end up being a huge factor, especially if you already have a lot of favor in the event. Going from E6 to E5, that would be a bit of a hit, honestly. I would probably struggle with that. But if I had, say, on my main account, I'm already working with E52 favor on my main account, and so doing it off of that, going from E52 to E51 would be like nothing. Yeah, just like Real Bunnybee said, it sounds worse than it is. So don't worry about it. It's not really that bad. Diame, yes, the Tortle and is the code. That is correct. I was going to open up some chests. Let's do some chests. Because I've decided I'm only going to be opening chests on stream for this account. Only on stream. So let's do it. Start with some regular silvers. Yay! Treasure chest order. We just opened our 50th chest ever. I've never opened more than 50 chests in my life. Wow. Alright, let's do Electrums next. So we can fill in some empty spots. 60 pieces of gear now. One of the most exciting things is just getting gems for free, as this is a new account. Okay, and let's open up these gold event champion chests, see if we get anything good. Nice. A proper loot bag, cool. Leather edge vest, cool. Can I buy sweeties with this much? Okay, ultimate attack. Ooh, we just fully geared Kroll! And Kroll is our first fully geared champion. Wow, Kroll is fully geared before any of my evergreens. Whoa. That's cool, that's cool. Whoa, what is going on in chat? Y'all are talking about Twitch having problems? Yeah, I am all green over here. No drop frames, my FPS is good. You might want to try refreshing the page or trying a different browser. Sometimes I have to switch to a different browser to get Twitch working again. It's all good over here. Onyx Squared, evil healer. Does she, like, heal everything but paper cuts? Well, she infects you with spores, and then those heal you. But maybe I don't like the idea of having my body infected with spores. So, in that regard, a little bit evil. Consent first, says Aspia. Stink Whip, do you have Krull's Krampus costume? On my main account, yes. On my new account, no. I can switch over and show that. Bloop, bloop. So cool. It's so easy now. Only took me a week and a half to figure out a faster way of doing that. There you go. Krampus Krull. Yeah. Look at that big spooky boy. And we're gonna go Pain. It's very nice. Love the horns. Love the horns. Alright, let's switch back to Shandy just so that can keep going for now. Alright, Midas of Sweden. At what point is it a good idea to buy the double damage tier 1 blessing? As soon as you can, without triggering the warning pop-up. So the warning pop-up being, what? Why am I not allowed to spend favor? Why? Why? Why am I not allowed? I have... That was weird, because at the very least, the pop-up should have happened. Is anyone else having problems with favor? It's a visual bug. Scroll down and back up. Okay. There we go. So, that would be the warning pop-up. If you see this pop-up come up, abide by this pop-up warning. Don't ignore it. Strong advice. Abide by this pop-up warning. Do not bypass it. But if you can pick up your Tier 1 Global Blessing in a campaign without triggering that warning, then you should do it. So yes, as soon as possible. Because those Global Blessings apply to all campaigns and not just the campaign you got them in. That's why it's global. Should you buy the other ones ever? Absolutely, Adam True. Ultimately, you should get every single blessing in every single campaign. You really should, because they matter. Some matter more than others, so you might want to prioritize some over others, but ultimately, you should get them all. Timnos, oh, does my new game account have a snappy acronym yet? Let's see, that's VCLNGMARS. So not really, not yet, no. I'll work on it. Maybe as we go into 2022, I'll come up with an actual good name from all the suggestions that people gave me. How much is Kroll actually giving me right now? Now that we've got this this equipment on him. Infected enemies take 600% more damage per stack, and it's up to 10 stacks. Nice. Archon's army isn't going to help me. Yeah. It's really just building up the plague stacks and then hoping that Virulent Strain triggers. Which is good, because last night I unlocked feat slots on most of my champions. So I was able to start putting feats on people. Not all of them, though. Wasn't able to get the rest of the squad up to the point that we have feat slots open for them. Ghostly Astronomer, by the way, quick question. Are item levels per item or per item rarity? Should I start upgrading stuff now, or wait until I get epics? Yeah, you lose nothing. This question comes up a lot. If you have a level 1 billion green item, this is an example I gave on the stream yesterday, and then you get that upgraded to a blue item, it is now a level 1 billion blue item. You lose nothing. You lose nothing. Wow, people are having a lot of problems with Twitch chat. What the heck is going on? The viewer numbers are, like, plummeting over here. Jeez. I'm sorry that you're all having to deal with that. It's not on our end. Aw! Star has a fun idea. Chat, if you haven't already, how about putting all of your Festive and Icewind Dale skins on your champions for Mars episode 100? What do you think? Doorbell think that's a good idea. Oh, that's so much fun! I love that! Okay, I'm in. I'm in. On episode 100, I'll dress up my champions. 'Tis the season. That'll be fun. Thanks for the idea, Star. I might need a reminder, just in case. There's going to be a lot going on that day. I'm going to be juggling a lot of things. Shavek, Mars, you will hate what I'm snacking on. Olives. Ugh! Disgusting little salty balls of hate. Ugh. Gross. Terrible little creatures. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't get the appeal. I know it's like a luxurious gourmet item. Like, they're very expensive. I don't get it. Maybe it's more for a refined taste. I just like sweet stuff and spicy stuff. Jamek Unyielding question. I'm always torn on including Prudence in my Frida formations. I don't need another pure DPS, but she adds a good chunk to Pack Family and her legendary bonus. What's your opinion? You know, I can't really weigh in on that because I haven't tried a Farida DPS formation that incorporates Prudence. Maybe I should. Farida is one of my all-time favorite characters, after all. Oh, I could show you something really cool, but it's on the absolute opposite corner of this room. I'd have to get up and get it, and I'm not going to do that in the middle of a show. Maybe in the future, though. I've got something very cool I can show you. But maybe later. Different cool thing. I keep forgetting to mention this, but I have a little Dungeon Master from the Saturday morning cartoon now. D&D cartoon. He hangs out over here, riding atop my Mimic. Just a fun little background thing. Okay. So what I'm going to do here to try to beat this boss, I'm actually going to do a debuff swap here. I'm going to do a debuff swap where I'm going to set up Minsk. I'm going to set up Lucius to mark everything with Frost and with Acid for his Arcane Chromat skills and Elemental Adept. And then I'm going to switch in Minsk for go for the Eyes Boo ultimate. Then I'll switch back to Lucius and hopefully land the killing blow from there. Let's see if this actually plays out. It's going to build up a bit. Okay, there we go. Let's swap in Minsk. Boom. And now... boom, 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 boom. And hopefully... yeah! Explosions! Thanks, Kroll. So that's a good segue. That's a good segue to talk about Kroll, I think. The benefits of using Kroll. Let's switch back to my main game. And let's actually build a Kroll formation and talk about Kroll. First, I'm going to go ahead and save this as my speed team so I can easily use this again in the future. Alright. Now let's build a Kroll squad. To begin with, Kroll, of course. Oh, Jay is telling me that Twitch has crashed. What? I don't even know if I'm live at all right now. I mean, the recording's still going, so, This is a secret spot. Welcome to Mars Guiding Hand Secret Zone, because apparently the stream has crashed. This is on Twitch's end, not my end, but the recording's still going. So, hello, how are you? I don't even have any secrets to talk about. What if I told you I don't even like tea? It's all just been a ruse for 2 years. No, I actually really do love tea. What a silly skeleton in the closet to reveal, though, even if that was true. Well, I guess I'm going to just keep building a formation here. So let's start with Kroll. All right, let's start with Kroll. And If we're going an all-evil formation, let me begin. I'm going to take familiars off the screen and turn off auto-progress. There we go. Alright, let's take everybody out. Evils only. Evils only. So I'm going to want Sasaspia. And I'm going to take... Simple Infection. Okay. I'm going to take Korth. We might change some things around, but I'm going to take Korth for now. And you know what? I'm going to take Rapid Training because Krull applies plagues when he attacks. If I can make Krull attack faster using Korth, that just means more plagues more fast. And I like that, so I'm going to do that. Spurt, although being adorable, is actually evil. So we're going to take Spurt. And I'm going to take Centipult, so that he's easier to work into my formation. Baloth is an absolute nightmare buff machine. So we're going to bring Baloth along for the ride. Yeah, we're going to take Baloth along for the ride. I mean, there's Prudence here. She might be our DPS for this. Maybe. We'll see. No evils here. I mean, Xeraphon's neutral, right? Yeah, Xeraphon's neutral. So, yeah, I doubt that we'll use any evils. Yeah, there's no evils there. Wait, is Humon evil? Humon is evil! That's a maybe! Lazaps is evil? That's maybe. Torgar, of course. And Yorvin. Let's go ahead and grab Torgar. And let's go ahead and grab Archon! I mean, we might as well do Dark Order. And Warden. Okay, and that'll be a full formation. Alright. Let's see. I guess we're gonna set up Lazaps as our tank. And we'll have Archon. Actually, let's do this. Maybe I should do Usurped? If I do Usurped... Oh, Kevin Bolaware, are we back? Please say we're back. It breaks my heart when this happens. But I think in the interest of, being professional, I've kept going. I didn't just take the stream down. I've just been quietly building a formation back here, hoping that everything works out. Okay, we're gonna do Usurped Archon. Oh my gosh! Welcome back! Kevin Bolaware, Mario Punch, Grungy Gelfling, Reaver. Hi! Hello! Welcome back to Mars Guiding Hand! Viewer count is probably very wrong! Oh. Breaks my heart when this happens. But it's nice knowing that it's not my fault this time. That it's Twitch, not me. So, we'll make do. I've just been quietly building an evil formation over here. These are all evil-aligned champions. But I've chosen who I'm going to use. I just haven't chosen what their specialization should be or where I want to put them. Yeah, so we're going to be working on that. Someone play the Weird Al song, Everything You Know Is Wrong. That's a catchy one. Everything you know is wrong. I don't listen to Weird Al much at all nowadays, but back when I was in middle school and high school, I did a lot. Alright, so I want Baloth buffing not the column that Archon's in, so that's good. What? Why? Now what's happening with my game? Is it like... Does Twitch and Idle Champions have the same, like, hosting service or something? Is that what's happening? Oh boy. Well. Oh no! Jay, we might have a problem. Twitch chat is weighing in on things. Oh boy. Well, we're gonna do what we can. Even if the game's broken, we can still hang out and talk about things. Oh no, Canada's offline. Oh god! All of Canada? The situation's growing more dire by the minute! Yeah. I mean, think about it. Twitch... various hosting services, like, there's a lot of money on the line for online businesses and things, so whatever's going on, it's going to get fixed sooner rather than later. Oh, Glassjaw, you just got a shiny from a chest and now you can't save? Oh, no. Oh, I am so sorry. Empathy. Oh, empathy. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Yeah, keep your game open. Don't close it. I mean, it had to do a server call to open a chest. So I'm willing to bet that that shiny actually is saved. But better not to risk it. You just closed it? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it came through. If you open your game back up and check, let me know. I need to know the happy ending to this particular story. All right. Oh boy, yeah, viewer numbers are like super far down right now. Great, thanks Twitch. All right, let's put familiars on people. Let's think about where I want positioning. Positioning is going to matter a lot for Humon, so maybe this should inform where I put everyone else. Back two columns, increase damage champions in the front two columns. Middle column, increase damage against boss enemies by 100%. I do like Cleave for pushing. And how about the please stand by? I do like hits phased. Oh, yeah, actually I'm going to take Yasa. There we go. Put you here. Korth, it's like people that are not adjacent to you. Right. Spirit. When any champion attacks an enemy, strike. Rabbit Training champion is not adjacent to Korth. Aha. So I would like adjacent then. Okay, good. And I'm gonna respec Spurt, Kobold family, because I need Spurt buffing adjacent, so that Spurt's not buffing Archon, so that Archon is usurping from one of those adjacents that is getting buffed by Spurt. So I think I'm good now. In Torgar, we're an adjacent champion. Increase damage of all other... Yeah, okay. Torgar, let's take TMS Rage. Hopefully the game is back to being stable. I'm no longer getting the cannot save progress report on the corner here. So hopefully things are better now, and we can get back to doing our show. Just hang tight, folks. We're doing what we can to get things going again. Yeah, it looks like Jay still can't get Twitch to load, which is rough. I might be flying solo here. Alright. So this should be a working Archon DPS. Oh, we're still on Jurit's butt here. Let me take all the familiars away for a moment. This should be a working Archon DPS formation using Krull. Let's do... I'm going to do Cloak of Flies this time. Why not? Lazaps, though, I'm really not sure about with Lazaps. It's been a hot minute since I've worked with Lazaps. I need to review her again. In one stack, every second Lazaps is under attack. Fine. Here's a small, increase all small champion. Yeah, it's not going to matter. Tiny Bulwark. Consume. Okay, fine. Shield of Sharn. Fine. Lightning Launcher. When it's under attack by at least 5 enemies, consumes. Okay. So I'm not seeing any, like, adjacency buffs or anything. So I think we don't need to worry about Archon's positioning for Lazaps. Okay. So let's go with Stolen Power. Just more stacks, bigger numbers, more power, go. Just keep it simple. Okay. And now, in the interest of seeing how far we can get with this formation, let's go ahead and make them go faster. And I'm going to switch this to my Modest Core. There we go. Just a bit faster. And I'll keep Familiars up for now. Until click damage, like, fully falls off. Yeah. Alright. So, hopefully I can finally talk about Krull now. I didn't want to get into it when we were still having all those weird disconnection problems. Yeah, if there's literally nothing that we can do on our end about whatever issues are happening right now. So chat, you and me, we're just going to power through it. And now I'm going to finally talk about Krull, which is my intention for this whole episode so far. Krull is a lawful evil male Tortle cleric with the support and gold roles of the Dark Order affiliation, which she shares with Archon and Torgar, who we also have in the formation right now. Torgar. This is just the skin I'm using for him because those tridents are really cool. Here's Archon. Classic Archon, but I like to use the Hand of Vecna version. So Krull is character from Simral Year 3, retiring at the end of this one. So this is your last chance to easily recruit Kroll. If you miss out on Kroll for the event this year, then you're going to have to get Kroll from Time Gates, because Kroll is going to become what the community generally refers to as retired. Really need like a better word for it, but that's the word that has stuck so far. So that's the word that people use, is retired. It doesn't mean that they're gone forever, it just means that they won't show up in their own event anymore. You'll just have to get them from Time Gates. Hello, Barry the Crocodile. Hello, Vampire. Oh, Vampire, I liked your joke about standing in the stream in your backyard and not being able to spend channel points. That was very funny. I read that during the pre-stream stuff. Good joke. Haha. But Kroll is a death cleric of Tiamat, the five-headed, evil goddess / fiend of chromatic dragons, who swore allegiance to Archon the Cruel after being bested by him in combat. He's Archon's alchemist, his experimenter, his torturer, his best friend. No. Always surrounded by the dead, Kroll wears a white painted face mask that makes him look undead in an effort to confuse and strike fear in his opponents. This is really good. If you haven't seen the actual character art of Kroll from D&D, look it up. It's extremely good. It's a very intimidating character. Kroll has 20 strength, like Yorvin, 14 dexterity, 15 constitution, 12 intelligence, 20 wisdom, and 12 charisma. That's two 20s, a 20 in strength and a 20 in wisdom. OP. Please nerf. Someone cheated when they were rolling their stats. So yeah, Kroll is extremely strong. Doesn't really matter. Because not a DPS or anything. Not that strength even matters when you're a DPS character in this game, but it usually implies that they're probably going to be a DPS. And also 20 wisdom, which makes a lot more sense for a cleric. I guess this is just the sort of like war cleric aspect, the one who actually walks out on the battlefield, big armor, big weapon, very punishing to deal with because they can heal themselves as they crush you to death. Clerics can make for awesome boss fights in D&D. Anyway, his base stack, Necrotic Touch. Kroll attacks a random enemy with his Maul, adding a Plague if possible, or adding 2 stacks to each of their Plagues. We'll talk about Plagues. Maul of the Speechless is slot 1 gear epic. It's all champion damage. Screams replaced by crippling fumes. Excellent. Kroll's Book of Secrets in slot 2. Increase the effect of Plague Pilfer. Experimental components in slot 3 increase the effect of Plague Pain. And these are the two most important ones in my opinion, slot 2 and slot 3. Archon's Tribute, slot 4, is for Archon's Army, which matters for this formation because I'm playing an Archon DPS formation, but in literally any other formation this will not matter. Archon's Trophy, this is for slot 5, ultimate attack damage. And Hand-Painted Symbol, this is slot 6, ultimate attack cooldown. Kroll's ultimate can certainly matter. It is mattering a lot for my new account, New Game Minus. Oh, and I need to check on them real quick. Spread some levels around for people. There we go, that should keep them going for a bit longer. Yeah. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. That'll keep them going for a bit. Alright, let's take a look at Kroll's upgrades. So, starting with Draconic Plague. This is the bread and butter of Kroll. Draconic Plague and Virulent Strain. If you understand nothing else about Kroll, that's fine. You really just need to understand Draconic Plague and Virulent Strain. Draconic Plague, every 5 seconds, Kroll applies a Draconic Plague to the next enemy to spawn. Keep in mind, Necrotic Touch can also apply plagues, or increase the stacks of plagues. The plagues gain a stack every 3 seconds, increasing their power and capping at 10 stacks. Plagues can also be applied by Kroll's base stack. There are 3 different types of plague stacks that you can put on an enemy. There's Pilfer, green, there's Pain, it's red, and there's Traitor, purple. Pilfer, infected enemy drops, for me, 271% more gold per stack, so 10 stacks, it's a lot of gold. Pain, infected enemy takes, for me, currently, 6.40 EO6% more damage per stack, which, at 10 stacks, is a lot. And Traitor, when infected enemy is damaged, nearby enemies also receive 10% of that damage per stack. Okay, so that's good stuff. And then Virulent Strain. When an enemy with a Draconic Plague dies, there's a 30% chance that its plagues will transfer to another enemy. It's possible for an enemy to gain multiple copies of the same plague when this occurs, which will stack multiplicatively. And this is where we get into what is sometimes referred to as plague bombs with Krull. When things just pop off, literally, it can be explosively satisfying. You'll see, like, just a ton of enemies grouped up on your tank line, just building up, so many of them, and plague stacks are just accruing, just building up on all those enemies as time moves on. And then eventually, at some point, something dies. And if Virulent Strain triggers on that, explosion. It's really not super complicated to actually use Krull. You put him in the formation, and you basically forget about him. It is RNG because it's only a chance that Virulent Strain is going to trigger, so it might be worth your trouble, even if you fail a stage, to just go right back in and try it again. You might just have better luck on the Virulent Strain triggering. There are things that you can do to help it. There are feats. You can get the Venomous Touch feat and the Increased Toxicity feat to increase your chances of Virulent Strain happening. Very much worth it. And outside of that, you just put him in there and you wait. He has some other abilities. Archon's Army increased the damage of all evil champions in the formation by, for me, 1 EO4%, reduced by about 1,000% for each good champion in the formation. So it's a good thing I have no goods in the formation right now at all. And the Master's Call, Krull increased the damage of Archon the Cruel, specifically, just one specific other champion, Archon, in slot 12, by 3,200%, reduced by 75% multiplicatively for each slot away from Krull greater than 1. And then Dark Order Synergy increased the effect of Archon's Army by 100% for each Dark Order member adjacent to Krull. So I guess I should actually get, there? Yeah, that's better. There we go. So now I've got the full Dark Order adjacent to Krull. Krull is also adjacent to Archon, of course. So we've got Dark Order Synergy, Archon's Army. All of Krull's actual buffs are applying now. Master's Call. But it's a pittance. It's a drop in the bucket compared to the power that you're getting from Draconic Plague plus Virulent Strain. Coolbond, question. Would not having Hugh where Torgar is now to get the 400% boss damage over the 100% general, plus getting Archon down to 0.98. Yeah, you think that'd be better? Let's give it a shot. I'm definitely willing to try things. Okay, so our DPS went down by E2. I'm not seeing Archon's attack speed get any faster yet. It might be something that we need to wait until we're further in to really get a fair crack at it. So for now, we'll just let it ride on what we've got. We can mess around with it later. Let's save this as, Oops, All Evil. And I'll put today's date on it. There we go. So we can get back to that whenever we can. If we need to reload it or something to shuffle some things around. Okay. Let's see. The Twitch stuff really threw me off, but we're gonna pick up and keep going, because it's what we do. Alright. Feats. The one thing about Krull that we haven't talked about yet is Feats. So, default, we've got Selflessness because he is the support, of course. We've got Boils, increase the effective plague pain by 20%. Venomous Touch, increase the chance of Virulent Strain triggering by 50%. And then the feats that are not default. We've got Inspiring Leader, which is the upgrade to Selflessness. All champion damage 25%. Combat Master, increase damage of all champions 50%. Lucky, increase all gold by 25%. Golden Rule, increase the effect of Plague Pilfer by 40%. Atrophy, increase the effect of Plague Pain by 40%. Increase Toxicity, increase the chance of Virulent Strain triggering by 100%. And Battle of Wills, increase the effect of Kroll's the Master's Call ability by 40%. If you are pushing, if you're using Kroll for pushing, I'm going to recommend Venomous Touch and Increased Toxicity, just to increase your chance of Virulent Strain, so it's not as RNG dependent. It's still RNG dependent, but less so than it would be by default. If you are using Kroll for Gold Find, however, because don't forget, you have Pilfer as well. Kroll is an excellent addition to a Gold Find formation, including an Azaka Gold Find formation, including a Freely Barrowin Azaka Gold Find formation, just with lots of lawful characters that increase Gold Find. Because Kroll is lawful evil. So if you're doing that, you could go with Lucky for 25% gold increase, as well as Golden Rule for Plague Pilfer 40% up. Those will help you for gold farming with Kroll. So there's really like 4 feats that really matter for Kroll. Get the Virulent Strain ones and get the gold increasing ones, and the rest you can probably ignore. Unless you just want them. Unless you just want to collect them all, like I do. I do want to collect them all, which is why I really want some like in-game checklist of all the feats, so that I can just know for sure, do I have them all or not. Let's start bringing the hammer down on Spur, because we're missing out on a lot of power if we're ignoring that. Alright, that's better. Alright, so back to questions. Clan Gaiden Travis. I've been using Time Stone to Havilar and Epic for a long time now, and have not seen a break in it. But for it to work, you have to have your formation and specialization set in your core, and then have Familiar on Happy to level her. Yeah, perhaps that's worth clarifying for people that don't know about it. Yes, that is part of it. You do need to have automation set up specifically for having a Familiar to level her for you. Cool Bond question: would you kindly buy and wear Krampus Kroll on your new account? Let's see. Oh, right, on my new account. Let me switch over to that one. Oh, hey, they got past 150 without me having to pay attention to it. Nice. Good job, you guys. Proud of y'all. Good job, good job. So if we go into the shop, I think it's a gem item now. Yeah, Krampus Scroll. Okay, so, Cool Bond, your question is, would you kindly buy and wear Krampus Scroll on your new account? That's 60,000 gems, my dude. I have 3,190 gems. The mind is willing, but the gems are weak. So no. I would if I could, but I can't. Dance Lover. As a new player, could 3E9 favor be enough for the second Kroll variant? 3E9? Oh yeah, for the second one? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try it when I get to E7. E9? Yeah, you'll be fine. And what's your recommendation for event favor regarding the third variants for the event? Honestly, I wouldn't even chance it until they just say easy. It's not a great metric to go by, but it is, like, unless you really know what you're doing, if you know what you're doing, you can ignore the difficulty levels completely. I will start stuff even if it says deadly and be fine. But, oh, Jay, are you back? Jay, you're back! I'm not alone anymore! Yay! Yay! I've been holding down the fort for a fraction of our viewers that somehow managed to survive the Thanos snap that just happened. But welcome back. More people, apparently. Not everyone, but apparently more people are back now. Huzzah! Maybe there's still like different server shards that are having to like come back online or something. It was pretty long, Zerg. It was a pretty long downtime we just experienced, unfortunately. I want to say like 30 minutes. I've just been vamping. Yeah, that's rough. But it's nothing that we have any control over. It's AWS, yeah. I remember I had to use AWS at my last job, and boy, that was messy. It worked like half the time. Argaston questioned the blessing extreme patronage. Does it change the weekly cap for free play currency? Let me check. Oh, I can't check there. Gotta check on my main account. Bloop. Alright, the blessing called Extreme Patronage. Just gotta find where that is first. I'm not even seeing that as a blessing. Is that a global patron perk instead? Because it's hard to keep track of the names of all these things. I'm not seeing any blessing or patron perk that's called Extreme Patronage. Is Extreme Patronage when Lauren hosts her show while dangling from a bungee cord? Irian, that's hilarious. Yes, it is. Oh, yay, and Jay is back to catching questions for me. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that Extreme Patronage thing is. Oh, Tiamat's second global? How did I miss that? I was just looking at that. Oh yeah, there it is. Thank you. Solitude, GG's. Thank you, Edlad. Thank you, Rio Madness, for telling me where that is. It's Tiamat's favor. Tier 2 global extreme patronage. Increase the amount of patron currency gained from free play by 10% over all campaigns. I don't think that would increase your cap. And since I have that, I can check it myself. If I go into my patrons, it'll actually tell me. Free play, Ruby coins, weekly limit. Okay, we can check this. We can check this manually. I just need to turn on... I need to turn on any patron. Let's do Mert. Let's do a free play. Okay. So yeah, we're getting +2 Ruby coins, and then +1 bonus. Just for stage 1 here. Let's see, let's put on Speed Team. Apparently I have a Mert Speed Team. I don't even remember setting this up. I can't use it. Okay. Alright, I can't use Deacon anyway. I can use Sentry, so that's good. Get Sentry out here. I can use Briv, but I won't. I can use Shandy. And I'm using Human still, so I don't want to grab Human. We can get Melf, though. Okay. So we've at least got some speed happening here. When this gets to, like 50 Ruby coins total, I'm going to reset this, and then we can check to see. And if it says, like, oh, 1% of my Mert free play currency has been acquired this week, then we can know that the cap for the free play currency is not increased. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I noticed a few of you, while we were having all these Twitch issues and Nightbot wasn't working, there are a few of you that were doing, like, copy-paste duty for codes and for the Simral Community Challenge just to help out other people in chat. I see you doing that. Thank you. That's very kind of you to help out other people in the chat like that. Alright, we're just gonna let this ride for a bit. And I'm going to check back on my new account while we let that go. We might need to be resetting here in a bit. How do you contribute to the Simral Challenge? Well, thank you for asking, Sir Real. The Simral Community Challenge is running all week. Never mind, got it. Well, okay, fair. But other people might need to know. The Simral Community Challenge is running all week. If we can raise 14 million channel points by the end of Saturday, then we're going to be giving out free chests to everybody. Free Krull gold chest, free Lucius gold chest, and a free Yorvin gold chest. To actually do so, to give points, if you look just below where you are typing messages for Twitch chat, there should be a number that's your channel points, and if you click on that number of your channel points, it'll come up with a pop-up box saying what you can spend your channel points on. One of these will say the Simral Community Challenge. If you click on that, then that's where you can donate your points. You can donate up to 2,000 points maximum per show. Not just per day, but per show. So if we have multiple shows on the same day, like we do today, like we do most days, like we're doing every day except Monday and Saturday, I guess, then you can donate 2,000 points every single time. And that's how we can get a lot of points. Oh, are we at 20%? Are we at 20% completion? What? Oh boy, that reminds me. I need to open up, I need to open up my own show. I am tuning into my own show right now, just so I can come in here and go boop and click the button to put 2,000 points into the goal. There we go. I have donated on every stream that we've had so far, and I will continue to do so because I want those free chests just as much as y'all do. Yeah, it's pretty meta. Seeing what you all see for a second is a little strange, I admit, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Canellan, question. Since we've been talking about Archon, any tips on how to get his achievement quickly? Oh boy, it's been probably literally years since I've had to think about Archon's achievement. Let me take another look at it. I'm not seeing it. Why are there only two? This is my new account. I was so confused for a moment there. It's my new account, that's why. Alright, Archon. Have Archon use Tiamat's Flame Fury 10,000 times. Oh, yeah. So that's when you need Archon to be set up as your tank. You need to have Archon set up as your tank. And you need to have just a lot of enemies piling up on Archon. So it's not that you necessarily need to be on like a high-level stage. You just need to be on a stage that's like low enough that it will trigger Archon's Flame Breath, but not kill him. So like maybe if he just breathes flames a few times, it'll wipe the enemies and then they can start building up again. Set up a healer, set up a shielder, and make sure to just do what you have to keep Archon alive. You need to make sure that Archon doesn't die, but you also need to make sure that Archon is not killing enemies so fast that they can't pile up. So you gotta find like a happy compromise there between letting the enemies pile up and not actually succumbing to defeat, being overwhelmed and dying. Once you have found that sweet spot, turn on some speed potions and then go read a book or something. And you'll get there. It'll happen. Cool Bond, question follow-up. When I wrote it, Torgar was in the bottom of column 3, so where Warden is currently. Oh, okay. When you're talking about moving Human in place of Torgar's spot. Okay, so where Warden is currently. Okay. Merrick, question. To get to E13 favor in Sword Coast, which free play should I be running? Mad Wizard? Mad Wizard is for gem farming. If you want for, like, a deep push, Beast Intentions is really good for that. It's the one right before Mad Wizard, or right after. One of them. It's one of those very, very, very early Grand Tour of the Sword Coast adventures. It's just easy there because there's really only like 2 or 3 enemy types. So for example, using Minsk's favorite enemy can work really well. But really, you just want anywhere that is going to have, like... Especially if you can get a lot of bosses that are segmented health bosses but are not armored bosses, so that literally anything can kill them, then that's very good. And then, of course, if you're using Briv, you can just do Briv skips and just go past bosses. Genderlocked. Just unlocked my second core, but the automation's at level 3. Is it worth grinding it up to level 3 with my first team, or should I just run it in the background? Oh, you should get the automation going, like, as soon as possible, in my opinion. You should use your core on your main team so that you can get that automation unlocked as fast as possible. That should be your priority. The sooner you get that done, the happier you're going to be in the long run, trust me. Kill. Angel Fire. Question, is it better to close the free play in the event at 51 or push farther? It depends on what you want to do. People ask this question every event. And it boils down to 2 things. Do you just want the chest from the free play? If that's literally all you care about, yes, you should reset at 51 and go again. Do you actually want to get more favor in the campaign for the purpose of ultimately converting your favor in the event to a permanent campaign of your choice when the event is over? If the answer to that is yes, then you should push as far as you can every time. And then ideally a Zaka farm at your wall. Timbo Gogan with its baleful gaze will devour the world at the end of days. Timbo Gogan, the sibilant beast, the whole multiverse will be its feast. Demogorgon, Prince of the Abyss. Demogorgon, deep within the pits. Science Guy has a good addendum to the statement I made. It's worth it to go as far as you can, as long as you're still actually gaining favor from the process. As long as you're still actually gaining favor. Like, if you're still getting, like, 10% or more, I would say, then it's worth doing. But if you're getting, like, just single digits increases, I'm getting 60%. That feels good. If I was only getting, like, 6% or less, then, like, I really wouldn't care about pushing the favor anymore at that point. Well, I can sing, chat. I just never said that I would sing well. I love to sing. Poorly. But it makes me happy. Yeah, I don't think we're killing this guy. I'm starting to feel like this is maybe where we're gonna have to reset. But that's fine. Yeah, okay, let's reset. I have finished the first variant for each of the event champions. I think we did 2 of them and then started the 3rd one yesterday, and I finished the 3rd one. So, oh look, my variant 2s are down to challenging now instead of deadly. So let's see. Are any of these worth it? Honestly, we can probably do this one. Utterly Deadly is going to be dangerous. I'm a little intimidated by Utterly Deadly. Fangclaw. Fangclaw is going to be rough because champion restriction variants on my new account like this. Oh, yeesh. That's scary. Although, I did do No Rest for the Gifted, which restricts Charisma 14 or higher. And that one was difficult, but we managed it. Ah, hey, we got a giveaway going. We got a giveaway going. Oh boy, and this is apparently it's all of them. We're doing all 4 of the Champion Naoli packs right now. Instead of spreading them out over the course of the show, we're doing all 4 all at once. This is your one and only chance to win a Champion Naoli pack today. Good luck. Let's try Master Plaguebringer. Oh, Master Plaguebringer. Good to see you. Yeah, because I'm not really intimidated by this one. So, who was it that was asking above? Who was it asking? Someone was asking, like, if they can manage the Krull second variant with... Oh, yeah, as a new player, could 3E9 favor be enough for the second Krull variant? Well, Dance Lover, let's find out if 1E06, 1.72 E06 favor with no global blessings and very low gear on all of my champions is enough to tackle the Krull second variant. I actually feel fairly confident that this is going to work out. I'm not really worried about it. So if I can do it with that low favor, you can definitely do it. Ghostly Strummer, you want Naoli skin? Well, you have a chance right now. You have a chance right now. We're giving away 4 of them. We gave away 4 yesterday. We gave away 4 the day before that. I will give away 4 tomorrow and the day after. I'm giving away 20 Champion Naoli packs this week. Why? Because I'm gearing up for episode 100 of this show on Friday morning. This is part of my way of celebrating with chat. This is just handing this out to you guys. It's from my own private stash that I've just built up over the years of being involved in this community. And now I'm giving it all away. I'm keeping just a very few of them for myself in case I want to give them to friends or other special occasions. Because it is, at this point, a rare skin. It was easy to get back then. Back when it first came out. But now that it's been a few years, that's a hot commodity. It's actually hard to get that one now. Oh, Dr. Scott Math, your question was almost lost in the mix. You gotta be careful asking questions in the middle of chat spamming a giveaway, because it would be easy to miss things. But your question is, first time in Trials Mount Tiamat, when a new day restriction knocks out a slot, should I bother pushing or just complete for the DPS bonus? There's really no reason to push Trials of Mount Tiamat unless you just want Bahamut's favor for conversion purposes. You should just complete it for the DPS bonus. What matters is making sure that you hit something really, really hard so that you can get bonus DPS against Tiamat's health bar. The bonus DPS you get isn't about how far you're pushing, it's just about hitting something as hard as you can. So if you're hitting, like, level cap earlier than your wall, you should just stop there and hit something super hard and then get out. Jamie Unyielding, question, which crawl spec do you use for most runs? Pilfer. Because I'm almost always using Pilfer for my Azaka farming, and that's really it. But for actually pushing Jamek, I would be using Pain most of the time. I think Gar says on his show that Pain and Trader are, like, in actual practice and actual execution, pretty much the same result, so it doesn't really matter. Pilfer, of course, matters because that's not damage, that's just gold, but that's for a completely different use case of Krull, using Krull for gold farming and not for pushing in that regard. Both are good, but I would say that, yeah, most song for me is Pilfer. In Fyra, any reason you didn't get the 5 free champions from the codes on your new account? Maybe I should have a command for this or something, or a clip where I explain. Because my intention is to be playing this new account for a long time. Like a year or more. I don't have a set goal for this account, it's just experience the new player perspective. So let's see. What could I say for this? Alright. Let's see if I can't make this clip worthy. I'm gonna start. I have a timer here. Yes. Okay, good. I have a little timer button that I can use on my Elgato Stream Deck. I can push this button, it'll start a 60-second timer, and that'll be enough to fit inside of a Twitch clip. Let's see if I can do this. Hi, I'm Mars, and you may be wondering, if I'm playing on this new account for Idle Champions on Epic, why do I not have X, Y, or Z? That's because I'm trying to play this account from the perspective of maybe an uninformed new player perspective. So I'm intentionally holding myself back. I'm redeeming chest codes for Electrum chests, and I did pick up Hitch from the newsletter, but I'm not getting my newsletter chests, and I'm not redeeming any special promotions that are happening. So if there's a code that gives away a specific champion, or gives specific champion chests, or even skins for that matter, any community celebrations that we may have, any anniversary things that we may have going on, I'm not going to do it for this account because I want this account to be reflective of a new player experience beyond just the time that I'm playing it. Thank you. That was 60 seconds. Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, and it looks like the giveaway is over, so let's see. Who won? Dark Van won. Eon Light, Woden Emrys, and Glassjaw Hoister. Congratulations! You have won a Champion ALE pack. Oh, the entry confirmations are not, like, whispered to you. I don't believe so. It just... Moobot just collectively says, like, okay, everybody that just entered in the past, like, 5 seconds, cool, that's like 12 people. Okay, 12 people have entered the giveaway, and Moobot just posts a thing like that. They are normally whispered? Jay, are they? I have definitely entered Moobot giveaways, even recently, and not gotten a whisper from it. Yeah, Moobot would maybe just been having some issues. Yeah. Maybe that's another reason to sign up for the premium service. Well, anyway. Still, congratulations to our winners. And if you want another chance to win, I still have 8 more of those codes to give away. We're going to give away 4 more tomorrow morning, and then 4 more Friday morning as well. Okay? So don't miss out. You've got your chance to win. Or actually, maybe I'll do 4 on the afternoon show today, and then 4 on Thursday, so that we don't have episode 100 chat filled up with giveaway spam. I'm gonna think about that. Make sure to come back to Guiding Hand in the afternoon, because I might do giveaways on the afternoon show today. I'll think about it. The Real Bunny Beast. So, Bardic Inspiration karaoke for the next charity stream? Absolutely! Oh my god, yes! Yes. I would love to do that. You do not have to twist my arm to get me to do karaoke. One of my fondest convention memories was going to Jordan Con. It's a Robert Jordan convention, which I didn't even go there for Robert Jordan. I went there for Brandon Sanderson because I knew he was going to be there. with one of my friends, and we did karaoke together, and it was my first time ever doing karaoke, and we like spontaneously choreographed like dances for the we sang Living on a Prayer together. And just belting it out, full confidence, no shame. It was fantastic. Loved it. So much fun. Simral Community Challenge is at 3 million. Oh my god, that's amazing. Fantastic. That's fantastic. Onward and upward, friends. We're gonna get there. It's just a matter of time. Speaking of time, it's about time that we check back in on my main game here. So here we can see that I've reached 518 plus 52 bonus. Okay, that's enough to get a read on how much of an effect we're going to have on the Mert free play cap here to answer an earlier question. So free play Ruby Coins weekly limit. This is usually like 5,000. So we're picking up 518 plus 52 bonus from the patron perk that I have. Let's finish this. Or Extreme Blessing. One of them. Alright, so 570. So this should come out to like 11%. If the cap is still 5,000, then it should say 11%. I need to go back into it, or I guess I can just switch back to my Team 1 on the Kroll free play. See how they're doing over there. We're at 473 to 570. Nice. And now we can check on Mert, and is that haha 11%. Exactly as predicted. Predictable. So, yeah. To answer your question then from earlier, like several minutes ago, the Extreme Patronage Tier 2 Blessing for Descendant to Avernus, increasing the amount of patron currency gained from free play by 10% over all campaigns, does not increase the cap of free play currency, just how much you are earning. We just tested it and proved it for ourselves. Moving on. Great Envoy? Question. Is there a use case for the generic all-damage, self-damage feats if you have unique ability-boosting feats for a given champion? Is there a use case for generic all-damage and self-damage feats? Well, yes. I can imagine very specific situations where maybe you might be in a position where you're playing a variant that causes certain champions' upgrades to be disabled, so their formation abilities are not being applied. But their feats could still apply. So if you have feats that are giving all champion damage, that could still help you, potentially. It's very specific. But otherwise, as for me and my house, we will always take formation ability specific feats, because those are almost always the best. Zaradeth. Question. Current checklist before I do split the party 2. Get all global blessings that can help. Get core to level 3, currently level 2, and have 1 golden strength damage nodes with minimum bonus and damage node with max bonus. And then 3, pray. Am I missing anything? You're doing good, Zaradeth. Of course, there's the obvious one. You need to have 3 champions in every slot. So I'm assuming because you didn't list that, you've already got that done. But that is the actual requirement to start that adventure, so make sure you do that if you haven't. But yeah, get all the global blessings that can help. If you haven't bothered, make sure to check for any global patron perks. You can reset your patron influence easily. You just click the button, you lose nothing. Unlike your favor for blessings, you lose nothing by resetting your patron influence. So if you, let's say you can't afford all of the patron perks from a patron, You can only afford some of them. Make sure to get as many globals as you can. Specifically anything that's going to help you with this challenge for Split the Party 2. So like Veteran Adventure, increase the damage of all champions. That would help you. Challenge accepted, increase the amount of patron challenge reward earned. That's not going to help you, so I wouldn't bother with that. Harsh neutrality, increase the damage of neutral champions. Sure. Increase the healing received by tank champions. Sure, that's fine. So get as many of the globals that apply as you can. You might want to consider adding that to your list. Alright. We got about 20 minutes more, folks. And we have plenty of room for questions. We're only up to 26 questions. That's because we basically lost 40 minutes of content today, which sucks, but we're moving on. Dota 2 Norax question: what question should I ask myself to decide picking between Beetle and Grim or Orkira? Well, they're in totally different slots, so you could even use them together. But, that being said, Orkira. Fantastic if you're an Ashara DPS main. Also fantastic just in general. Orkira does not really have competition in slot 1 for buffing. Orkira is just that good. As far as the support goes, she is simply the best of slot 1! Beetle and Grim, way over here. Beetle and Grim does have some competition. There are situations where you should use Hitch, or an Iraq, or Beetle and Grim, or Humon, or even Vlanya. There's actually some good competition here. So, if you're trying to decide between Orkira and Beetle and Grim, it really comes down to what you're trying to do. Are you trying to invest in setting up a specific DPS team? Okay, which DPS? If it's a Shard DPS, then yeah, go Orkira, definitely. If it's any other DPS, well, then you should actually think about it. You don't use Beetle and Grim in Azaka farming these days. It's better to use an Iraq. Hitch is good in this slot for a Shard DPS. Vlanya has her uses for just zapping away enemies with her ultimate, plane shift. So, I guess the question you should be asking is, what are your intentions? What are your intentions for playing with Orkira versus Beetle and Grim? Because I feel like Orkira is going to get you farther as far as pushing goes. Unless you just didn't choose to invest a lot in Beetle and Grim, which is also fine. But Beetle and Grim are also not, like, wasteful. They're very good. It's just that they have competition in their slot, whereas Orkira really doesn't. You're just trying to strengthen your roster? Okay. Dota 2, about how many more characters do you have in each of those slots? Because if you have, you should pick up Deacon for speed, you should pick up Turiel for multi-tank. You should pick up Sasaspia, because Evil Healer definitely has uses. She's the only Evil Healer in the game. So there's situations where that's your only healer that you can use, so Sasaspia is good because of that. But then, yeah, beyond that, really just get Orkira in slot 1. As for this slot, slot 1 you have 4, slot 8 you have 3, Who and Evergreen. Okay, so you have Hitch, you have Delana, and you have Humon in slot 8. But you have 4 in slot 1. You have Humon, and you have Hitch. Yeah, I would go Orkira. Good luck. You will enjoy using Orkira. She's very good. Zaradeth, I have pretty low patient influence. Would you recommend grinding that out first? Oh, and you're welcome, Dota. You're welcome. Zaradeth. There are a few there are a few patron variants that you can do that are really not that bad, and that can max out your patron influence pretty quickly. Check out Reasonably Easy Patron Variants, I think is the name of the resource. Go look for that in the Idle Champions community. Maybe ask someone in Discord for links or something. Reasonably Easy Patron Variants is the name of the resource. Check that out. Go do those adventures. And just try to get the global perks that matter for Split the Party. You don't need to max out, like, all of your... You don't have to max out all of your stuff. All of your patron perks. Literally all of them. But try to get the ones that you actually can use for the Split the Party. Yeah, Neil's Reasonably Easy patron variants. I just didn't want to say Neil because that could be spelled different ways. But since you folks spelled it in chat for our friend Zeradeth, thank you. It is Neil's, made by username Neil. Infira. Mars, I started 2 weeks ago, but I don't have the loot levels for the first patron. What did you do to get those levels? I'm saving up for the 10k gem familiar. It's better to buy silver chest first? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be spending my my gems on chests, and in fact, I want to do that right now. I would not save up for the second familiar immediately. Just the mage hand is great to hold you over for a long while. I would wait until you're at least all blues on your evergreens before you actually bother saving up for more familiars, honestly. So, let's get some chests. Let's get this silver chest from Kroll. Cool. Let's go to my shop. Gems. And we're gonna do... all silvers. Yep, 65 silver chests. That sounds pretty good. How about we do 50? We'll do 1 gold chest, and I'll save the rest. Okay, here we go. 50 silvers. Can I do a called shot? Can I do a called shot? Streamer luck! Nope, okay. It'd be so funny if it actually worked, though. Boosh. That's going to be a big boost in power. Alright. Fully geared gang. Fully equipped 4 champions. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Okay. That's going to be a significant increase to our pushing potential. Yeah, good blue. Happy about that one. And let's level some people. And let's level some people. And let's level some people. And just get as many levels as I can. I'm actually going DPS now because now that I've got gear on Naeli, she's got more health, we've got more healing and more shielding that we can put on Naeli, so she's fine. I believe in you, Naeli. You got this. You got this. Lucius, get in position. Thank you. Alright, that's better. Right. Godric Zuriel, when do nerds come out? I think it's like March or April, something like that. I think that's what was said, but don't hold me to it, because I can only like vaguely recall that. That was months ago now. So eventually, when nerds are actually properly out, that's when I will pick them up from the gem store for my new account here, because then it'll be accessible to everyone, and I think that'll be fair at that point. I could get nerds right now with the promotion, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until everyone has access to nerds. Reaver, was the announcement about the soon-to-be retired familiars and skins just that they were being sold the last 2 weeks of the year, or are they going on sale? I think they're actually going on sale. I mean, one way to find out is just wait. I think that's later today? Is that right? Maybe? Or is that next week? I don't remember if I saw a specific date anywhere, but it should be happening. There should be a sale for it, I believe. When we retire content packs, it is pretty standard for us to actually put them on sale. But I'm not the one who makes those decisions. Edlad, question, what does Narak do for Zaka farming? So Narak is very interesting, because Narak has... Narak has a support ability that buffs buffs. That might be a little hard to parse, so I'm going to break that down for you. Narak has Githzerai Focus as one of his formation abilities. And what Githzerai Focus does is champions that have a wisdom score of or higher champions that have a wisdom score of 14 or higher, who are also adjacent to Narak. Thank you, chat, thank you. I told you like an hour ago I had a sneeze coming on, and it finally hit me. Champions that have a wisdom score of 14 or higher who are adjacent to Narak, their formation abilities that buff are themselves buffed. Those formation abilities become stronger. And that can include things like the Gold Find ability that Drizzt and Brunor have. That is actually affected by Narak's Githzerai Focus. So by putting Narak in there, he can boost the Gold Find formation abilities from the Companions of the Hall Gold Find pool of Drizzt and Brunor. But Brunor has to have his +1 Wisdom feat equipped in order for that to work. Drizzt is fine, just packaged as is. It works for Drizzt. But Brunor needs a little bit of help from a +1 Wisdom feat in order to be added to that. Yeah. So that's worth it. I am not going to say that name, but the question is there a way to check total damage by character for the current run? Yes! So there's a handy little arrow right up here. If you hover over this arrow, the tiny little right-pointing arrow that's next to your listed DPS. Or I guess you can just hover over the DPS number itself. It'll come up with this DPS breakdown. And then you can click on this button in the top right corner to unsnap it, and then you can move it around wherever you want it. Whoop, put that away. That's the debug screen, you can ignore that. And you can just put this wherever you want. Like, I can block the visual of my entire formation. Or I can prevent you from seeing where the enemies are coming out. I think, like, the middle of the screen is probably the best place to put this, but yeah, this tells you the breakdown. So, Lucius is doing basically all of my damage. I'm not sure what's going on with Makos here. That's weird. But, yeah, Lucius is really my assigned DPS. But, yeah, it lies, as J-Dog just said. The actual important number to keep an eye on is your bud down here. This number. This is the one that really matters. Toneva Yord just jumped on stream and got back in the game. Are you gem farming? How would you do that? I'm not gem farming on either of my accounts at the moment, but I very often do on my main account. Gem farming here at the tail end of 2021 is pretty much still going to Mad Wizard, setting up Mojon automation, and going to your highest stage that is either 30 or 80. So 130, 180, 230, 280, 330, 380, etc. Going up to your high stage that you can kill everything with your click damage by just having familiars on the field, having familiar on leveling click damage, having familiars putting your speed champions out in the formation using Mojon automation, and just having that go on automation and just rinse and repeat, just woo constantly. Yeah. Some would say that if you're using Whittle, it might be better to go Cursed Farmer instead of Mad Wizard, but your results may vary. And a very high Human, yes. Yeah. You need, like, specific setup to make Cursed Farmer better, My Humon is not strong enough to make that better. I tested it. Chevx74, stupid question number 643. It's fine. I've answered way more questions than that, trust me. Is Split the Party 2 much harder than Split the Party 1? Yes. It is. Next question. Trekkie, question, how do I increase my contribution cap in the Simral challenge for shows I missed earlier in the week? The cap does not increase per show, but only for shows where I donate when live. Not sure what you mean by that. Your cap isn't increasing. You just have the opportunity of donating up to 2,000 points per show that we have. The end. That's it. What you're seeing after you donate points is just telling you the total that you have donated so far. It's not raising your cap that you are allowed to donate. Everyone is equally allowed to donate up to 2,000 points per show. Dance Lover, what's more typically the first patron first or Split the Party? Boo, that's a really good question. My gut tells me that Split the Party 1 would be more easily accessible to at least appear. Maybe you can't even do it yet, but at least appearing as an option for you to do before unlocking your first patron. In actual practice, I would think that because you just have to give stuff. You just have to have 20 champions unlocked, 2,000 item levels total. I'm currently at 161. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have on this account access to Split the Party before I have access to Mert. But then even once I do, I feel like I'm more likely going to end up unlocking Mert before I unlock my Split the Party, before I actually complete it. Does that make sense? Like, I'll have access to Split the Party first, but I'm not expecting that I'm actually going to beat it. Yeah. What? What's going on here? Oh! Oh, the Champions of the Realm trailer is out. Like, as of less than an hour ago. Oh, man. Apparently, Raynar in chat sent me the link for this. And thank you, Jay, for catching that. That's awesome. I'm not going to watch it now because I'm in the middle of my show. But, yeah, could we drop the link for that in chat for everyone? Thank you, Jay. Yeah, so check that out. That's a very cool thing that is happening. Check out that tweet for more info, because it does link to the website, championsoftherealm.com. So if you go to that website, you can learn more. Watch it with us. Okay, but I'm going to mute the audio. Okay, I'm muting the audio, and I'm turning the trailer on. It's 38 seconds. Champions of the Realm, Realmsmith. Yeah. Yeah, Matthew Lillard. Cool, cool. Omega Jones, that's Critical Bard. Satine! Nice. That's Fanya, yeah. Yeah, so there's definitely faces I recognize. Mark Mir, Anna, Prosser, of course. Cool. I love that they get these, like, esports-looking uniforms. I want one. I want one. Nice. You missed when Satine had a show? Yeah, Evergreen Champions. That was a good one. With Margaret. Yeah, I like that. Maybe it'll come back someday, but I know that Satine's, like, super busy. Dance Lover also asks, will there ever be just a familiar in the shop, so without any additional stuff? Just a familiar, nothing else. I mean, never say never, right? It might happen eventually, but I wouldn't... Like, there isn't right now, and I wouldn't bank on it, but probably. Oh, cool. Jay just lost internet. Today is a mess. We're doing it live, folks. Where's the link? I'll post it for you. Since apparently Jay is having some issues right now. Here is the link. Check this out. This is from the Wizards of the Coast Twitter. There you go. Post that for you. All right. What's next? Helander, question, does Gold Find bonus stack if you use more than one champion as Gold Find buff? Yes! Yes! Big yes. If you didn't know about that already, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I get to be the one to tell you. All Gold Find bonuses combine. So, get weird with it. Experiment. You can have a lot of fun stacking up huge Gold Find boosts. J-Dog, will you jump on stream on Saturday for a bonus show if we're really close to meeting the goal? Maybe. Probably not. I really want us to meet the goal, but like, okay, real talk, few things. Any shows I do, gotta get approved by CNE. If I'm gonna do a bonus show, I've gotta like run it by Dylan and get him to approve it. And then like, of course, Trevor would have to do like announce everything on social media, so that puts more on his plate too. But then also, even if it weren't for that, I'm already committed to attending a very small holiday get-together with my friends. We're all vaccinated, don't worry. But I'm already committed to plans on Saturday after Gar's show. So, probably not. I probably won't have a bonus stream just to get the points cleared. I am a little worried about it myself. I feel like we could still do it, but we didn't have weekly patronage, and Champion Psychology canceled because Trevor didn't have internet. So, I am worried that we're not actually going to make it. But maybe. I mean, we saw huge gains day 1 and day 2, even though we have very few shows. So, maybe it'll happen. I hope it does. Highlander, question, how many Mojon cores are available in the game? Currently 3. You get 2 for free just by clearing Split the Party 1, Split the Party 2. And the third one, the strong Mojon core, costs 500,000 gems. So that's a lot, I know, but it's the only one that costs. You get the other 2 for free. Vampire, we can't. We can't. That's a maximum from Twitch, is 2,000. I don't think we can increase the cap at all. It'd be nice if we could. I would totally argue for that, but we can't. We can't increase the cap for donating points. Yeah. Oh wait, is Sean in here? I didn't even notice. Yeah, don't worry. We're wrapping up very soon now. So, that does take me to 40 questions, so we're going to call it there. Let's do our outro and get out of here. And I'll put it back on my... There we go. Put it back on my cool team so we can wrap up. Team Evil, doing pretty well. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Mars Candy Hand. That came out weird. Hope to see you all again next time. That'll actually be in the afternoon. In like 5, 6 hours? 5 hours? Yeah, 4 hours? Oh, what is even time? I'll be back at 1 p.m. Pacific. There. Check out all the other awesome shows. We got Formation Save coming up right quick. And you can follow Auto Champion's social media. You can follow me at Ryan Blake Hall on Twitter. Just call me Mars, please. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Thank you, Jay, for moderating for me. Thank you, C&E, for the opportunity. And wherever you are, be safe, be kind, make the world a little better. And until next time, look sharp, even in the face of technical difficulties. See ya. He's the money lender, Mars. I'm not a money lender.